Hola and ahoy there cruisers from an absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, sunny Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands.
In La España. Yes, so this episode on location, we're going to talk about some of the amazing features you can find on cruise ships. So we're going to talk about our top 10 of amazing things that you wouldn't really expect to find on a cruise ship, but they actually exist.
So I've got a sangria and Ben's got his mojito and we are ready to go.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Okay, so number one, we're going to talk about the grass lawns on Celebrity Solstice class ships. It's half an acre of real grass.
That is
on
incredible.
A ship. How amazing is that? And on this you can have picnics, you can enjoy live jazz concerts, games such as croquet and other lawn games. It's pretty amazing.
It sounds amazing. It sounds like you just could not imagine that on a cruise ship.
No, you can't.
In the middle of the sea with a sea breeze, yet you've still got real grass underneath your feet while you're sunbathing.
I know, imagine literally just having a picnic on the grass in the middle of the sea. It's the most random thing, but most amazing thing at the same time. And as I said, this can be found on Solstice.
Celebrity Solstice
classes, so it's like the Eclipse, the Solstice, the Reflection, ships like that. So yeah, it's such an amazing feature and so unique.
So next up is ice rinks at sea. Yes, you heard that right. Royal Caribbean have ice rinks on their ships.
Yeah, on the screen now you can see the ships that it's available on because there's too many to actually see in person.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can be in the Caribbean or in the Mediterranean somewhere really hot and be ice skating. So you can go ice skating yourself or you can go see one of the amazing spectacular ice skating shows at sea as well.
And if you want a bit more instruction, they also do ice skating classes as well. So you've got the rink to yourself with an instructor.
That's really cool, isn't it? You don't expect to see an ice rink at sea. It's the most random thing, but so cool as well.
It's one of those things where I read about this on a Royal Caribbean ship, I was like, that is incredible. It's one of the things that just blows your mind.
I know, right? I just can't get over the fact you can be in the Caribbean and skating on ice. That's just crazy.
It's really cool.
So next up we have the amazing The Abyss slide on the Royal Caribbean Harmony of the Seas, and there's probably going to be something really similar on the upcoming Symphony of the Seas. So it's a 10-deck slide which goes all the way down from the top deck onto the boardwalk. You travel up to 9 miles per hour and the specials audio effects as well inside. Would you go on it?
It sounds like one of those things where you're like, oh yeah, of course I will. But then when you're going to get there, when you see how big it is, I think I might bottle it.
Really?
I honestly do, yeah.
Do you think?
But it sounds amazing. And it's a dry slide as well, which is what I did.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get confused thinking it's an actual water slide, but it isn't. It's a dry slide where you have a mat or something to go down in it. So.
And as I said previously, it's a really quick way to get from the top to the bottom without waiting for lifts.
Exactly. It's an amazing 10 whole stories in like, what, 10 seconds or something ridiculous. It's great.
So sticking with Royal Caribbean, we have bionic bars. Now these sound like something really futuristic, and trust me, they are. We have used these before and they are super, super awesome. Basically, it's a robot bartender.
It's 2 robot bartenders.
It's 2 robot bartenders.
And they pick your drink, you select what you want to drink on sort of an iPad device, and you can sort of mix any drink you want together. There's like thousands of preset
options, made
cocktails you can select, or you can make up your own completely random cocktail and it'll shake it for you. And like hand it to you. It's amazing.
It is really awesome, and one of the best things about this is it's also included on the Royal Caribbean drinks package as well. So we got to test it out, didn't we? And we went crazy. We ordered so many.
We ordered like 10 drinks because it's all included. And so the bionic bar can be found on the Quantum class of ships. So that's the Quantum of the Seas, the Anthem of the Seas, and the what one did we go on?
Ovation.
On the Ovation of the Seas, yeah. And it can also be found on the Oasis class, so you've got the Oasis of the Seas, Allure of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, and obviously the upcoming Symphony of the Seas as well.
And if you're going to be on one of these ships, don't miss the Bionic Disco, where they have a disco on the night, don't they? They play loads of like really cool music, they have a DJ, and then throughout the day, their arms will do a little show as well.
It's awesome, it's such a cool thing, and it's something you've got to see in person.
So it's getting a bit warm, isn't it?
It's getting a bit warm.
Sip of the old
sangria and the
mojito.
So nice. This is like paradise. So next up we have something just a little bit different. It's the planetarium on the Queen Mary 2 by Cunard.
This is something I never even knew existed
No,
until
I know,
now.
right? So it's a full planetarium theatre which seats, I think, up to 150 people, and it's hosted by the films are hosted by celebrities such as Tom Hanks and Harrison Ford, and it's a full-on planetarium on a ship. How amazing is that?
That sounds really cool. I love stuff like that.
Yeah, me too. So you get to see all of space and all of the planets in sort of full screen. Oh, it just sounds amazing. Something that I would really like to experience.
Okay, now we're going absolutely crazy, and you will never guess what is going to be on the Joy and the Bliss. It's a motor racing track.
So it's already on the Joy.
Yes, it's already on the Joy.
And it's going to be coming on the new Bliss as well. So yeah, a motor racing track, and it's going to be even bigger on the Bliss. It's going to be 1,000 feet long, and you can travel up to 30 miles per hour.
It just sounds bonkers.
It's absolutely crazy. So you've got an actual motor racing track on like one of the top decks. It's just literally insane. What are they going to think of next?
And it's one of those things they like, I can't believe that's on a ship, but I really want to do it.
Yeah, and obviously they're all electric cars, so there's no sound, so they're going to be pumping through sort of like fake sounds, motor car sounds into your headphones.
Get you in the mood, get you in the spirit.
It's just insane. I literally cannot wait to try this. It's going to be so exciting.
It looks incredible.
Yeah, well done to NCL as well for coming up with something just ridiculous, but at the same time amazing.
So next up, we're going to go to Disney Cruise Line, where in true Disney style, they have a colour changing restaurant.
Yeah, it's called Animators Palate.
Exactly, and this can be found on pretty much all the ships. All the ships.
It is on all the Disney ships.
So you start off the beginning of the night, everything's black and white, the waiters are all in black and white, all the cutlery is black and white, the food isn't black and white though, that's the only thing. And the whole restaurant all around is black and white, and then throughout the night, has a little bit of colour here and there.
Yeah,
you don't notice it at
slowly,
first.
gradually changes.
Exactly.
The waiters even start getting more colourful outfits, right, really subtly. So they'll go in and they're in complete black and white outfits. Then they'll come out with sort of like a red tie and then a waistcoat. And then by the end of it, the whole restaurant's just a complete Technicolor, amazing scene and show, because on the walls you've got the TV screens as well.
So it ends in a big show showing Disney classics all throughout with that amazing Disney music that really kind of like gets to you.
Yeah, you get all emotional.
And then throughout the meal as well is you actually can draw your own characters, and then you'll see them animated on the screen.
I know, it's literally amazing. So all around you you've got these screens on the wall, and they just come to life during, don't they? It's just insane.
And at the end there's a special appearance by, we won't spoil it for you, but there is a special appearance by somebody that just ends the whole show perfectly. Yeah,
it's such an amazing experience. So the next one, back to Royal Caribbean again, I'm going to give a sort of 2 for 1. On the Quantum class of ships, you've got the IFly by Ripcord and the North Star. So the North Star is this giant mechanical arm which goes into the sky and puts you like 100 feet or so above the ship, and it goes off either side, so you can get amazing views of the ship. It's so good when you're in port and at sea at the same time.
Yeah, think of, you have like the London Eye, you have all these eyes, and it's like the capsule from that, isn't it?
Yeah, and it takes you, oh, it's amazing.
It is amazing, and you get some great views, and it is really fun. It's not at all scary, it's just a great experience.
Completely free as well, but also you've got the Ripcord by IFly, which is sort of like a parachute flying machine simulator.
This was my favourite thing we did.
It was just insane. And these things you've got to pay, what, like £100 or something to try off the ship, but on the ship you get sort of like a minute or two in the sky, so it feels like you're parachuting and free falling.
So you get 60 seconds flying time, which does not sound a lot,
but it is.
But it is when you, especially if you've never done this before, when you're up there and you are flying and you're doing it on your own, there's an instructor there as well, it feels like a lot longer than a minute, and it is more than enough time, and it's such a fun experience.
So good, the adrenaline rush you get and how nervous you are just before you go on, because it looks terrifying. You are literally like free fall flying. It pumps loads of wind up, doesn't it? Like 100 miles per hour of wind or 70 miles per hour of wind, and you literally just, it feels like you're flying, your face is like all black like this.
And this is something for everybody as well, because you do it in groups of, I think 15, maybe less,
something
maybe
like
more.
That,
and in our group there was people of all ages, right from kids right up to grandparents.
Yeah, all shapes and sizes as well. It was fantastic. It was such an amazing experience, wasn't it?
It really was.
And to do that on a ship as well, it's literally insane.
Things are going to get a little bit chilly now as we head over to Norwegian Cruise Line for their ice bar at sea. So this is basically what it says in the title. It's a bar that's made out of ice.
Yeah, it's a complete ice room. So you go in, you get this, what you call it? forgot what they're called, like a robe, yeah, like a robe you've got to put on, and you get to go to this like -10-degree room and get served drinks made out of ice.
Everything is ice, right from the cups that you're drinking to the walls and the table and the chair, the throne in there. Yeah. It's all made of ice. So it is a really cool experience.
Yeah, and it can be found. It can be found on ships such as the NCL Epic, the Breakaway, and the Getaway. It's such a cool experience. It's well worth it, and it's not much, isn't it? There is a charge to get in there, but I'm not sure it's not much, is it really?
And the cover charge also includes 2 alcoholic beverages or non-alcoholic beverages while you're in the ice bar as well.
Bargain.
Okay, next to MSC, we have a 4D experience. Now, what is that? So that is basically you have a chair and it moves, and you get the smells. You
I
get
got a bit of mint, sorry.
Oh. Minty fresh. Ding.
Oh my god.
Okay, next we're going to go over to MSC, and they have a 4D theatre experience. So you're probably thinking, well, what is that? That is basically, you have the seat that moves, and you have a 3D movie, as well as the smells. You have
rain, fog,
wind, all sorts of experience. So it really immerses you in it. It's on the following ships, which we'll put at the screen below.
Yeah, by MSC.
And it just sounds like a really awesome experience. It's something that you'd expect really in a theme park rather than on a cruise ship.
I know, right? Yeah. So I guess that's it for this. I mean, there's literally so many things we could talk about other than the things that we've just talked about. We've got the amazing water parks you can find on ships, the rope courses, the things on Carnival ships, you know, like the little bikes where you can do the bike course around
like
the top.
airline bike things.
It makes such an exciting holiday, doesn't it? It really does.
All it makes you think is, whatever next?
I know, right? What literally are they going to do next? Like, the possibilities are endless.
They are endless. What do you think is going to be next on a cruise ship, or what would you like to see on a cruise ship? You can let us know in the comment section below.
Yeah, and if we've missed anything out that you think we should have talked about, let us know as well, and we'll talk about it next time. So that's it for this week.
We hope you enjoyed our little video from Fuerteventura in the Canary Islands. We thought it was far too beautiful not to share with you this setting. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, and you must have done if you got to the end, give it a thumbs up please. And if you're not already subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button, and you can hit the little bell button next to it as well. It means that you get notified every time we upload a video.
So that's it for this week.
Until next time,
happy cruising. Well, it's bloody strong.
Too strong. Do you want some more sugar?
No, I think it's alright. It's bloody strong though, Jesus.
So this green screen's really good, isn't it?
I know, right? We should use it more often.
Exactly. Them heaters really make it feel like it's really hot.
And this giant light bulb we've got in front of us really makes it look like we've got the sun in front of us.
Exactly. We could be anywhere in the world. It's awesome.
I know. I reckon next week we should be coming live from like the Sahara Desert or something.
I feel like I got really burned. Do I look like
I've got a burned face as well. Yeah, you do look a bit red on the on the old cheeks. Rudolphy.
Hope we don't just look like really sweaty messes.
I know, right? I think I'm like really red as well from all of the sunbathing.
In our mind, we feel really glamorous, like,
but not really.
Like thinking we're like in like Saint-Tropez or something.
That's a wrap.
Right, we're off back in the pool.